I was trying to figure out if there's a more fun, more delicious, more impressive thing to bring out for New Year's Eve, and you know what I decided? There's probably not. Here's the thing when it comes to New Year's Eve. People are always trying to show off. They're gonna make a big roast beef. We got lobsters flown in from wherever the hell they come from. We're making a porchetta, which by the way we'll be doing, but not for New Year's Eve. All kinds of stuff gets rolled out. The fancy expensive champagne, everybody's dressed up. The little gold, the glitter, all that BS. I'm not saying BS. Okay, I did say BS. What I meant to say was there should be more substance. Right, Chance?
Right. What about me?
Right, Matt? By the way, if you haven't noticed, we're not outside. We're not in Kansas anymore, Dorothy.
And we're promoting another restaurant.
Hey, my partners have a, whatever. I'm not part of this, but...
Okay, we have nothing to promote.
We have our own stuff. I can't wear my stuff every single day. Who do you think I am? I was gonna name a bunch of YouTubers, but I decided not to.
I did see PewDiePie wearing a David Dobrik shirt the other day.
Did you?
No.
See, it's okay.
No.
Come on. I don't want to ram our shit down your throat every day. Look, I'm getting off track. The point is, we're inside because we got rain here in San Diego, and Max got a flat tire. Had he fixed his tire when it first went flat, we probably would have had time to have set up outside in between the rain cycles, but that didn't happen, so we're inside. Chance and I are excited about it because this is a throwback to the old days, right, Chancey?
Oh yeah.
Max doesn't like it. He says the audio sucks, the lighting sucks, nothing's good in here. And I said, but I think the people like it. It's fun for them. But the point is, we're gonna make this thing. We in our family have called it Shrimpy. It's layers of butter, pepper, shrimp, garlic. That's pretty much it. It is so easy. It is so dog simple. Just wait, and when we serve it, that's really the best part. But to go with it, we're gonna make our own little crusty rolls because, well, you'll see, that's a hugely important part of it. As is a newspaper. The newspaper figures prominently in this recipe. How, Sam? Well, we just have to find out. But we'll begin with the rolls because they need a little rising time. Into the bowl of our stand mixer, we put 1 pack of fast-acting yeast, tablespoon of olive oil, gooch, like that, tablespoon of sugar, 1 1/4 cups of warm water. If it's too hot, it will kill the yeast. Try and keep it between 110 and 120 degrees. Put your finger in and it's nice and warm. Then we're gonna add 2 cups of bread flour. Just scatter it. You don't need to let the yeast do its thing because it's fast-acting. Our dough hook goes on, down it goes, we lock it into place. And on medium speed, we let it start to mix. And when it mostly comes together, it gets 1 1/2 cups of all-purpose flour. You can take your time adding it. And I feel bad for this side, so we'll put some on over here. And by the way, completely not necessary, changing sides. I just like every part of the mixer to feel like it's getting attention. The flour's in, we'll give it about a teaspoon of kosher salt. And in 5 minutes or so, that will be smooth and beautiful, and we'll move on. And we're there. So we lift it up. Come on, buddy. Come on. Look at that. Just like that. Nice. And now I want to make this into a beautiful little bowl. And when it's there, we take it, we put it in an oiled bowl like this. We take a slightly damp towel, put it on top, and let it rise in a relatively warm spot for 45 minutes to an hour. And when it's done rising, ready for it? It looks like this. Boom. Hey now. Look at you. Right, so it's beautiful. Now we want to, that's called punching it down. I love that move. We want to get out of the bowl and shape it. Take a little flour, put it on the deck, and out this guy comes like this. Okay, so I think I can get 5 or 6 little buns out of this. So what we want to do is just make them fairly even. So I do this. Look, if they're not perfectly the exact same size, nobody's gonna be mad because they're just gonna be straight delicious. So I'll go like this and then cut this into 3 and this into 3. And now here's the important part. Now we take one of these and we're gonna turn it. We're gonna take the edges and bring them down the side and wrap underneath. We're trying to get this guy into a tight little ball. So you see how this is happening? Twisting at the bottom, sides are coming down, gorgeous. And we'll put this guy now right here on our parchment, on our baking sheet, and continue. Tight, that's what you want it tight. Nice and snug. And the tighter you keep it, like this, the better little straight up rise you're gonna get, and eliminate the chance of it just melting out to the side. Like a piece of chocolate on the cement on a hot day. That's not what you want. And I am by no means a baker, so if I'm doing something wrong, well, I'm doing something wrong. But for our purposes today, these are gonna be perfect and delicious. So finish them off, then I'll show you what's next. All right, last thing, before they get their next little rise, you take a little knife and just a little cut across the top of each one. This will keep them from cracking too much when they bake, like that. Remember that slightly damp towel that we have? That kid comes back. These go away for, half hour. And here they are after 30 minutes. You can see they have actually risen?
Risen.
They have risen. They have risen. All right, so the oven's at 400, but before they go in, I'm gonna give them a little spritz with water. This is gonna help get them a little crispier on the outside. And by the way, my friend Doug gave me this world's best spritzer. Watch this. Here, let me put him in first. You don't need to see. You know regular spritzers? He's a barbecue guy, so for out at the smoker, normal ones just have a quick blast. It drips everywhere. Watch this. That's amazing. You like that?
Love it.
I want to do it towards your camera, but I won't.
Do it.
Do it?
You can do it.
All right, shrimp time. Thanks, Max. That was very generous of you. These are big ass, shell on, but deveined, wild Argentinian red shrimp. They're crazy looking. They look like they've already been cooked, but they haven't. You can tell here, they're still white, completely raw. So this recipe needs shrimp, butter, garlic, little paprika, lots of pepper, a little salt, smoked salt, and that's pretty much it. Watch how this goes down. Let's get our butter out. There's probably a better way to do this, but I'm doing it like this. The goal at this point is to take butter and cut it in these slices and put it across the bottom of the pan, like that. We're gonna end up using 2 of these blocks of butter for this whole thing. And I don't want you to freak out too much that it's just heart attack in a cast iron pan, even though there's a lot of butter, but you'll see how this whole thing goes down. And I'm doing 2 pounds of these shrimp, so I got a lot of butter going on here. But you're gonna get it. You're just gonna see how this happens.
New Year's resolutions haven't started yet, so it doesn't matter.
It's a good point, Max. It's a good point. Eat what you want. It's the last day of the year. Well, if you make it on New Year's. You're watching this on a Wednesday. If you're watching it the day it came out. If you're not, no big deal. The name we use for this around the house is Shrimpy. It's kind of a dumb name, but just wait. It's amazingly fun and delicious. So just get all your butter in here. Next up, we're gonna go with pepper. And you want enough pepper that all the butter is covered. How's it look? Look good? Looks like a lot? Yeah, you're gonna like this. Just trust me. Cover the butter. Next up, our shrimp come in, and you can just dump them. Try and get them as spread out as you can. Single layer is great. If you're using less shrimp, obviously you can use a much smaller pan. Oh, I'm so happy with this right now. I know what's coming, you guys don't. This is a huge effing treat. And your friends aren't gonna expect this. This is what makes it so fun. How's that? Good so far? Time for some garlic. Look, the garlic's gonna melt with the butter, but just try and spread it around. This is about, I don't know, 6 cloves maybe. At this point, I like a little smoked paprika. Don't go too crazy. Beautiful. Remember that salt that we had? The smoked? Good. 2 more things. More butter, 1 more round of the pepper. And we're there. That's it. Now we put it in the oven under the broiler, and in we go under the broiler. And we'll watch it. So depending on your broiler, because I don't know your broiler, maybe 10, 15 minutes. And you shouldn't have to flip them. That's the beautiful part. The heat comes, the butter melts, the pepper infuses, the garlic happens, and it's just a dream. It's a dream. Ready for this? We're about 10 minutes in. Look at them. I made baseball rolls. Talk about height. Nobody talk too loud though. Nobody talk too loud. We don't want anything bad to happen. Okay, that's it. Everything's almost ready. Here's how we set up. Remember the newspaper? Yes, you do. Out this comes. Spread it out. Make it nice. So the big pile of lemons comes here. Beautiful. We need some beer. We take a towel. We put it here for the masterpiece that's about to come out. Set that kid down. Beautiful. And this little burn part, that's on the outside. That's why you cook them with the shell. Look in here. See that? That gold? God. Didn't have to turn them. No turning. Just throw them in. Make it happen. Everybody is going to be happy with this. You want to tilt it, get some extra, and fling it around? You just fling it around. What do we say? This is your food world. You do what you want here. Just give them a little love. You don't need to, because what's going to happen is you're going to take them out of their shells, and then you're going to dip them back in. Oh yeah. Now the bread. And the buns come in like this. Holy shit, they're hot. That's it. 3 down. Now I show you how we eat. One last thing, a little green, of course. Now I can show you how we do this. So when you come, you get one and you know they're going to be hot. The beauty of them being already deveined is that they peel super easy, like that. So grab the butt. Look how perfectly cooked this guy is. Grab the butt, and then right where the tail meets the shell, squeeze, and out it comes. Ow! And that goes on the paper, like that. Oh, I forgot lemon. You want a little lemon in here? Get a little bit, like this. This now, you dip in here, and you have a bite. Son of a bitch. It is neither too peppery, too buttery, not garlicky over the... Oh my God. Okay, wait. The bread. Okay, but here's what you do. Now you take... Shit. A little bit of this. God. Dang it. This, right? Now come back down here. Like this. Oh my gosh. Oh my. This is why we do what we do. Because it's freaking delicious. And then the... Happy freaking New Year. This is going to be so much better than almost anything else you would try. Yes, you can have roast beef and caviar and lobster. This, you get the hands in there, you're peeling shrimp, you're throwing shells, you're drinking beer, you're dipping the bread. It's so good. And the only thing that could make this better is the fact that we've decided to keep our sale on our Sam the Cooking Guy merchandise until midnight on the 31st.
You're not serious, are you?
Very nice. Yes, I am serious, young man.
I didn't approve that.
Thank you for asking. Well, I approved it because I'm Sam the Cooking Guy. Pans and knives. Shop SDCG.com. But it goes away midnight on the 31st. Wow. I'd say see you next year, but it's only Wednesday. And we're going to be back Friday. New Year's Eve. But we wanted you to have this in your back pocket so you could plan for it. Right? Right? All right, we got to eat all this right now. See ya. Firefox. Fucking hell. Bitch.